Good morning, welcome back to casa.texpina. We're on build day number 255 today. 255. It's Saturday, it's payday. We've got most of our crew here today, for the general labor crew, that is. The rest of the workers, as far as landscapers and welders, will be showing up throughout the day. We're also expecting that we'll have our sliding gate contractor today, so y'all look forward to this. We should be having the sliding gate motor installed today. So without further no, that's somebody else's line. Let's get started. Alright, so we're starting to bring the drawers out from the master walk-in closet, and they're going to get started with doing the Macias and prime coat today. That's what these guys are working on. Our painters over here in the staying over here in the bunkhouse. All right, let's go take a look inside. Most of our workers are outside today, so here in the garage area, Mr. Alex is putting drawers together for the kitchen island, and Mr. Allen is putting hinges on the cabinet doors for here inside of the utility room. So he's taking all the doors off out of their locations here, and he's starting to put hinges on them, and they'll go back into place where they belong. And then last but not least, so far this morning we have a lone electrician, and he is this is Mr. Kerwin. He is continuing to install our eave outlets. So we've got the outlets on the outside underneath the eaves in the four main corners of the house, and that's what he's continuing to install. So he got 2 of them done yesterday, and they'll put 2 more in today. All right, our electricians have been working on all the exterior outlets in the cabinets. Well, not cabinets, up in the eaves. Those are done, as you can see up here. And the next thing they're working on is they're going to put the light for the front entrance up into place. We're not going to put the glass globes on it yet because we don't have all the light bulbs for it. So we'll do that at a later point. So initially it's just going to set the bracket and the base up on the ceiling. Right there where you see the wire hanging down, it'll be centered. And then we'll come back later on once we get all the lights in and put the globes on ourselves. So the globes we're talking about, what I'm calling globes, are these here. So the ones that are out there actually match these here on the breakfast bar. Exact same globe lamp shade underneath. So kind of pull all those pieces in together. We'll take a look at that a little bit later. Also, something to note, finding out today, the staircase, understair lighting that we had put in previously, the LED lights and everything's, we're going to have those removed. As they're putting in the baseboards along the sides, the extra tension on the sides is pulling the wires, and they're getting shorts in the wire, so it doesn't light up properly. We'll end up doing that as a DIY project at a later point, or hire a different electrician to complete that install. But that's going to be removed from this project, and so they can go ahead and finish doing the baseboard on the sides and install the handrail. Okay, so that's the update on that piece. Here in the garage area, Mr. Jonathan is back with us today. He's continuing to work on the grout here in the garage area, as well as Mr. Allen is now hanging the doors for both the utility room and the back door for the back door for the garage. Hard to talk over all the hammer knocking. So, all right, our guys for the sliding gate motor have arrived, and they're getting all their parts and stuff ready, and everything laid out so they can get to work. We've got the rail that's going to be added to the front side, or the back side here of the gate. So they're going to be working on this area throughout the day. So I'll show you bits and pieces as we go along. The part we're putting in, they actually, the company is called RIB, is the one that has the sliding gate. You can see here it's a kit. So you've got the actual sliding gate motor, the rails, and then several remotes and a safety light, sensors on the front, as far as like an infrared sensor, so if somebody walks in front, the gate stops. So it's got some safety features to it. So we'll check those out as we get going along. Yeah. Oh, one thing I didn't mention to you guys as well, we were supposed to be having both the sliding gate and the garage door be installed at the same time. However, the parts for the sliding gate are here. The parts for the overhead door is not. So, the current estimate is looking at third week of February. So if we're still working on the house, we'll show you that as well. But even if we're not working on the house, we'll show you when that gets installed. That part has been delayed, so we got more material to work on after the house is completed. So, okay, we'll catch back on these guys in a little bit. They got it just about installed. Doing a little test run here and there. You notice they do have these little stoppers, look like kickstands on the end. One on this end, one on the other end right over here. that tells the machine when to cut on and off. Even though we do already have physical stoppers, it's best that the motor itself has a stopper on it so it knows when to stop before hitting the end. So it's also got a couple of safety features on it. The light up here at the top flashes on and off whenever it's in operation. Also, the little black box right here, there's another one right here. Those are infrared sensors. If something breaks the infrared in between, say somebody walks in between the in the gate, somebody tries to walk in as it's closing or opening, it will stop. So nice features. It's also got 2 key fob remotes and a remote lock on the inside of the garage area. Just about all finished wrapping up. Now the cap is on. Put the lid on the top right there. All good. See the light up here is flashing, on, off, on, off. At night, that'll be a big plus because you'll be able to see that, hey, the gate's in operation. And if somebody accidentally walks through the middle, it stops. On the front part of the house, we're still continuing to work the roof for our grotto over there in the corner, and we are starting to cover up the holes in the fence where they did the junction boxes for the lights, so we shouldn't need to access those for a very long time. That'll be kind of just permanently wired. Okay. Lots of mounds of dirt out here in the backyard, getting ready for to be leveled. Kind of reminds me of that old, there was a Disney movie years and years back called Holes. And they were digging up the whole desert floor trying to look for a buried treasure. I think it had Sigourney Weaver and Shia LaBeouf, that guy. Anyway, that's what it reminds me of. Interesting. Another step in the process here for our grotto. Looks like we're getting a little personalized design on the front to make it look like gonna make it look like wood, sort of. Gonna have a wood grain effect. We'll watch this when it's done. It's kind of interesting. Just throw the palitada on there for the additional support for the hollow block, and then also come back and put a little design in it. All right, now we're coming along. We're gonna do what they call a dos aguas roof, meaning 2 waters. In other words, it's gonna run off this way, run off that way, and then all of the palitada has been textured. Nice texturized. A little bit there for the bottom. Looks nice. Alright, in the utility room, now we got our doors back on. They are hinged. Got all the hinges on our cabinet doors here. So this is ready to pull them all off again and get them sanded and painted as soon as they get done with the drawers. So right now Mr. Allen is working on putting the sliders on the drawers for the islands. So once he gets that done and get them put into place, they'll continue working on those. Same as they have been working on the ones on the other side. Let's go walk across the street and check on our painters. Like I said, they're still continuing to work on the drawers. We have plenty of drawers. So you can see we got the white base coat on most of these. These are what's going to be going in the bedrooms, in the bedroom walk-in closets. And it's most likely I think all of these are out of the master closet. Alright, looks like we're putting on final coat over here because it's coming out shiny. Do a little refill. And back in action. Okay, let's take a look at our oh wow, this is coming along really nicely. Look at our grotto before we go home for the weekend. This is looking great. Got nice designs done on the bottom, all out of the palitada. We've got the beginnings of our roof line, so they've already used some of the fiber cement board for Cenepa. And then we have some left over from our actual roofing material, and that's what's going to go up on here. But they're going to work on that on next week, hopefully Monday. So working these out, getting a nice look to it. All right, and we've still got one of the guys who's been working most of the afternoon back here in the backyard, getting it all leveled out. So we've got one of the landscapers back here leveling it out, getting it all reshaped so that it'll drain. What we're going to do is have it all to where it, the whole yard drains in one direction. Should be fairly level, and it'll all soak back into the ground by itself. In the event of a heavy deluge, it'll be coming here to our catch basin, and our catch basins are fairly large on the inside, so lots of room for them to for it to do its job and take the water to the storm drain. Alrighty folks, it's time to close up on another week. Had a good week overall. A little bit of a slow start, and then everything started moving along fairly decently. Closed out on a high note. Hey, what's that? Yeah, we got the sliding gate motor installed today, so that all works. Next thing is to wait for the parts and pieces to come in for the overhead garage door. So that'll be in, they said middle to the end of February, so we'll be waiting on those. Everything is pre-wired for it, just got to wait for the parts and pieces to come in so we can get it all installed. Other than that, everything else is moving along. So been a great week. If y'all enjoyed today's video, please give us a big thumbs up. If you'd like to see more of these videos, hit the casa.texpina star right over here, and you'll be subscribed. Hit the bell icon just below your view screen. You'll be notified of our next video upload for your viewing pleasure. So until we see you again on Monday, have a great afternoon, a great weekend, and God bless.